everyone, you're welcome to my channel, the Crystal Beam Podcast. I told you I'm going to be keeping you updated on political happenings within the Niger Delta region, other regions of Nigeria, Africa, and the rest of the world. Welcome to today's episode. I'm going to be talking about the issue of Ohanaeze Ndigbo. You'll recall that recently there was an election in Enugu which threw up Senator John Azota Mbata, who is of the Ikwerre ethnic stock. And contrary to very many people's opinion, particularly the Ikwerres of Rivers State, who say Ikwerres are not Igbos, we were surprised to hear Mbata emerge. And not just because of his ethnicity, but because he's not known to be one of those who supported the Ohanaeze cause in the past. He's not been associated with Ohanaeze, at least to the in the public domain. We don't know, maybe behind the scene, he probably would have been paying his financial dues, we don't know. But it was a shock when people woke up to see that Mbata had been elected in Enugu, and the 5 governors of the Southeast actually supported him. And then, of course, you know that sent signals to very many people that these two groups are beginning to come together to the realization that they may originally even be one. But a lot of people also have a different opinion. Some say the Ikwerres are from Benin. Some have given different accounts. But whatever it is, there's that closeness in terms of language, culture, maybe even tradition and all that between the Ikwerres and the Igbos. And then both some school of thought feel that for decades, over decades, some decades now, there's no need bothering about who comes from where. People should be allowed to, live as a people and then choose for themselves where they want to, reside. Yeah, the Ikwerres and the Igbos, ordinarily, the election of Mbata should have, closed the gap. But it seems that this election has rather widened the gap between them because of different schools of thoughts who believe that it's a way to annex the Ikwerres into the Igbo tribe. But whatever it is, we are going to be looking at that. We have some persons like Chief Omenazu Jackson, who also said he had emerged in an election conducted somewhere in Enugu as well by Chief Richard Ozobu's electoral body. He also claimed to be the president of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, and of course, he's also of the Ikwerre ethnic nationality. In fact, he is from the same local government with Senator John Azota Mbata. They are both from Oby local government. And don't forget, Oby local government is where the minister of the FCT comes from. Recently, he spoke to newsmen and said he is Ikwerre and not Igbo. He's not bothered about what any other opinion any other person has. Well, whatever that is, we'll keep looking at it. We'll keep bringing to you updates on that to see how this will affect whatever relationship they have and then where it will further take them. Don't go away. But before you go, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you. You're welcome back. Now, like we were saying on the issue of Ohanaeze, Senator Azota John Mbata emerged the president of Ohanaeze with the support of the 5 governors of the Southeast. He has paid a visit to the Abia State Governor, Alex Oti, and then also to the governor of Imo State. But everybody was wondering, during that visit, I don't know if many of you saw the video, he was there with some white men, during the courtesy visit to the Abia State Governor. And a lot of questions were being asked. What was the essence of going with the white men? For the first time you're visiting the governor of a state after your election, a controversial election at that. And some person said, oh, he is the chairman of the MCC, the construction company, that is involved in some road constructions, both in Rivers and Abia and maybe Imo State and some other places. And then, of course, the presence of the white men means that they are also going to show presence and probably solidify their relationship with the state government to further ensure that they get more jobs. And then, of course, if they are standing payments, they could also solicit for that. So that also brings to question, is Senator Mbata actually there on his own or for the people of Ikwerre? Don't forget that the Ikwerre ethnic nationality led by Eze Onwekwa, had written a disclaimer saying that Mbata is no longer one of theirs, and that because the Ikwerres are not Igbos. So, but seeing Mbata on that trip, we expected him to have gone with some prominent Ikwerre sons and daughters, to show that he actually has the support of his people and the clout. Rather, we saw him with foreigners and that visit. So it's really bringing a lot of question mark on the purpose and then his mission, on that seat. And I hope other people are also probably asking questions. Well, it doesn't really matter. Some may say it's all politics. And of course, for a businessman, politician, going around the 7 states, member states of the Ohanaeze, you know what that means. That means we're going to be seeing more of the presence of MCC in those states. And of course, that's more money. So sometimes people take up positions, people aspire for positions, and they have their ambitions, not for the interests of people, but for their own personal interests. I'm not saying so, but it looks to me like that's what it's all about. Because going to join the Ohanaeze and become the president, even though it was zoned to River State, I think that he should have been able to carry along his people, at least, even if it's not all, he doesn't get the support of all, he would have gotten the support of many. Well, we are still, it's a trending matter, it's a developing story. We are yet to hear from Mbata speak to Ikwerre people. We are here to hear from him speak to Igbos and Nigerians on his recent marriage with the Igbos on the other side of the divide. We are yet to see him say that, look, I am Igbo and this is the history and this is why I've taken up this position. But it looks like he's comfortable with the controversy that is raging. And then, of course, it's also making him popular. Now, somebody has asked a question. Do the Igbos of the hinterland, when I mean hinterland, like the 5 southeast states, do they need the validation of the minority Igbos, so to say, to show that they have that strength, to pursue whatever under the Ohanaeze sociocultural organization? That's the question. That's a big question. And for me, I really do not think that they need that. All they needed was to solidify their relationship and all that. Well, some also said it could be political. Maybe it's for them to make a statement coming 2027. But again, I ask, does Ohanaeze really make much impact when it comes to who becomes the president? They once supported, I think, Jonathan in 2015. Jonathan lost to Buhari. He also made a statement supporting Atiku, and Atiku also lost to Tinubu. Even Peter Oby, they also supported Peter Oby. Yeah, Peter Oby won in the Southeast, but I do not think it's actually the statement or the influence of Ohanaeze that caused that victory for Peter Oby in the Southeast state. But whatever it is, we're going to see how this will affect the 2027 election. Well, does Tinubu actually, if he's running again, need the support, the votes from the Southeast, from the Igbos this time around to win again? Whoever is running again, does the person also need the block votes from the Igbos, I mean the 7 states where you have the Igbo spread, to win an election? Well, whatever it is, we're going to be seeing more of that as things unfold. Don't go away. Remember, like, comment, share, and subscribe so that I keep feeding you in. God bless you.